And I am a children's storyteller, so I want all the children to please come closer to the stage. Please, all the children, I have a story to tell. My name is Auntie Tosinger, and I am a singer, songwriter, and a storyteller. And I have another auntie here with me. Her name is Auntie TJ. Auntie TJ, say hello.
Hello. Hello.
Everybody say hi, Auntie TJ. Say hi, Auntie Tosinger. Thank you. Lovely children. You guys look so lovely. Are you having fun already? Playing? That's awesome. That's awesome. So, because the festival is about health and wellness, right? You like good food, right? Yes. So, the subject of my story this afternoon, we're going to have a food called beans. Do you like beans? You love beans. Beans are good for your heart. Can you repeat that? Beans are good for my heart. And I have a little dance about that before I go into my story. Okay? All right. You say, beans, beans, beans. Okay, let me sing it. Okay. Let me sing it through first, okay? Beans, beans, beans. Good for your heart, beans, beans, beans. Good for your heart, beans, beans, beans. Good for your heart. And it's a good source of protein. Beans, beans, beans. Okay, we have a dance. Auntie, come and show them the dance. No, don't worry, I'll sing. You just do the dance for them. So we go like this. Beans, beans, beans. Do that. Good for your heart. Can I see your heart? Yeah, there you go. Beans, beans, beans. Good for your heart. Good for your heart. Beans, beans, beans. Good for your heart. Beans, beans, beans. Good for your heart. And it's a good source of protein. You have to say it with swag. Come on. If you're so sure that it's a good source of protein, how can I believe you? I need to see it in your movement, okay? How do I know it's a good source of protein? It's a good source of protein. Thank you. Let's do that again. Beans, beans, beans. Good for your heart. Beans, beans, beans. Good for your heart. Beans, beans, beans. What's your name?
Isabel.
Isabel. I love that name. And you look so lovely too. Turn around. Look at your ponytail. I can tell you eat some beans. Let me say beans, beans, beans.
Beans, beans, beans.
Good for your heart.
Good for your heart.
Beans, beans, beans.
Beans, beans, beans.
Good for your heart.
Good for my heart.
Beans, beans, beans.
Good for beans, beans, beans.
And it's a good source of protein.
And it's a good source of protein.
Thank God for her. Can you clap for Isabel? I actually have gifts, which I think someone will bring to me later, for all the kids that are participating. I have gifts. So if you know you're a kid and you're not here, you want to run here. Who wants to do the dance for me? The beans, beans, beans dance. You can? What's your name?
Victoria.
Victoria's going to do the beans, beans. Let me have you on stage so everybody can see you do the beans dance. Yeah, don't be shy. If you eat beans, you won't be shy. Let's go. You want someone else with you? Who wants to join? You want a boy? You, Isabel, you answered the question already. What's your name? What's your name?
Casey.
Casey wants to join Victoria. Victoria, right? Yeah. So be on the other side of Auntie TJ here. Auntie TJ can be in the middle. Yes, beans choreography. Oh yeah, let's go. Beans, beans, beans. Come on. Good for your heart. Beans, beans, beans. Good for your heart. Beans, beans, beans. She's singing. Good for your heart. And what? And it's a beans, beans, beans. One more time. It's good for your heart. Beans. Yeah. Good for your heart. Yeah. Good for your heart. And it's a what? And it's a good source of... Yeah. Clap for yourselves. Clap for yourself. Thank you, Victoria. And thank you. So, let's go straight to the story of the day. So, like I said, I am Tosinger. Nigeria. Have you heard of Nigeria before? It's in the western part of Africa. Let me actually tell you how we say beans, because I am from the Yoruba tribe of Nigeria, and in my language, we call beans ewa. Very simple. 3 letters. E-W-A. Ewa. Can I hear you say ewa?
Ewa.
You guys are speaking Yoruba already. The name of the language is Yoruba. Say Yoruba.
Yoruba.
And Yoruba is a what? A language spoken in which country? Ah, smart kids. And CJ, how smart are they?
Very, very smart.
They're very, very smart. I think they've been eating beans from their mother's womb.
Exactly. You know,
Their mother's breast milk must have been full of beans. So, Yoruba is a language from which country?
Nigeria.
And how do you say beans in Yoruba?
Ewa.
And how do you spell Ewa?
E-W-A.
Let's do that again. Yoruba is a language in which country?
Nigeria.
Nigeria is in which part of Africa?
Yes.
And how do you say beans in Yoruba?
Ewa.
Ewa. Good. So, let's go straight to the story of the day. When I say story, story, you say story. Story, story.
Story.
Story, story.
Story.
When I say once upon a time, you say time, time. Once upon a time.
Time, time.
Once upon a time.
Time, time.
Okay, so this story is not a story that originated from Nigeria. It originated from Ghana. And Ghana is another country in West Africa. And in Ghanaian folk tales, there's always the subject of the story, Anansi, the spider. Anansi is a spider, and Anansi is usually very tricky and very cunning. So, the story that I'm about to tell you is titled Anansi and the Pot of Beans. It's titled what?
Anansi and the pot of beans.
Anansi and the Pot of Beans. Story, story.
Story.
Once upon a time,
Time, time.
there lived a spider called Anansi. And Anansi went to visit his grandma in the village. His grandma had this wide field planting beans and harvesting beans. So Anansi thought, you know what? I want to go help my grandma plant some beans. So Anansi went to the house of his grandma. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? It's me, Anansi. Oh, my Anansi, welcome. Come help me on the farm. Come help me plant some what? Some beans. Anansi said, yes. So grandma showed him what to do. You dig the soil and you drop in what? Some beans, and then cover it back. And then when the rain falls or you water it, it grows. Anansi said, I'll do that. And grandma now said, while you do that, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back into the house to cook a pot of tasty, spicy beans that you love so much. And Anna said, yes, grandma, I love your beans. You're going to sing a song after the story. Just remind me, okay? She loves the song so much. So grandma said, I'll go cook the lovely, yummy beans that you like while you plant some beans on the farm. So grandma goes back into the house, get some beans, put it in a pot, put some salt. What else goes in the pot of beans that grandma is?
Spices.
Some spices, but guess what?
What?
Grandma's spices ran out. Grandma was like, this beans is not gonna taste the way it should be without there's some specific spices that are needed to make it yummy. So grandma said, Anansi. Yes, grandma. I have to go to the market right now and get some spices. I started cooking the beans. Please don't touch. The pot is heavy. The beans is very, very hot. Do not touch. What did grandma say?
Do not touch.
Do not touch. So, and I said, okay, yes, grandma. But then the aroma, do you know what aroma is? The smell of the beans. So yummy. And Nancy was like, this smells so good. I better go check it out. So Nancy went into the house, looked into the pots of beans. He was getting really hungry because he's been helping grandma all day to plant. So maybe I should just taste some. Maybe just taste just a little bit. Guess what Anansi did?
What did he do?
Oh man, Anansi took a spoon, dug it in the pot of beans, tasted it, and I was like, oh my God, this is so yummy. I have to have some more. And then he dug the spoon again, and then he started eating, and then he just heard some noise outside the door. All the neighbors were running, helter-skelter. What's going on outside? Apparently, the seeds that he was planting in the farm, some birds started eating them. So the neighbors were like, oh, that's grandma's farm. help Grandma chase all the birds away. So they were chasing the birds away, and they came to, some birds flew through the window of Grandma's house. So the neighbors was like, oh, Anansi, open the door. Let's help you get the birds out of the house. And Anansi was like, what am I going to do? I'm eating the beans Grandma told me not to eat. I don't know if I should open the door. What am I going to do? They kept banging the door. Let's help you get the birds out. And then Anansi said, okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Where's my hat? My hat is right here. The one he was eating, he just put some in his cap and did what? Put it on his head.
Put it on his head.
Just like this. Yeah, that's what happened. So he put the cap on his head and now opened the door. And all the neighbors came in and chased the birds away. But while he was there, guess what? The bees were so hot in the cap. He started moving. And the neighbors were like, that's a great dance move, Anansi. You can dig it for real. And Anansi was like, he started sweating. See how I'm sweating? I'm sweating like, that's how he was sweating. Because the beans were so hot and steamy. They were like, Anansi, are you sure you're okay? Are you sure you're okay? Anansi, You know that, so they started singing that same song. Beans. And then after a while, he couldn't take it anymore. And he was like, that is exactly what happened. The beans was everywhere. You better don't come too close. The beans was everywhere, just like this. You guys can take it and go plant it at home. Tell your mom and dad to get you a jar of water and put it inside. So, the beans was everywhere, and the neighbors were like, what in the world? Beans in his cap? So hot. Can you imagine the temperature of hot beans on your skin?
I'm telling you, it would have burned my skin.
Burn! It actually burned the hair off his head.
Oh my God.
He was as bald as an egg.
Oh my God.
All the hair was poof up.
Jay.
The hot beans scraped it all away.
My God.
That is what happened. The neighbors was like, hey. And they all started laughing at him. You know how you guys laugh? How do you laugh? Like if you're laughing. Like you really go ha ha ha. So, and I got so embarrassed and was like, you know what? Yeah. I did something really bad. I'm just gonna go hide in the tall grass. And then he went and hid and didn't come out until late at night. And that's why sometimes you see spiders in the tall grass. That's how that's how the story ended. I hope you learned a lesson from that story, because the purpose of stories are what? To learn a what? A moral lesson. Now, who is going to tell me what lesson they learned from that story? What's your name?
Wilson.
Wilson is going to tell us what he learned from that story. What did you learn?
To listen to your elders.
I couldn't have said it any better.
That boy is so sharp.
So sharp. Whoever, mom or dad, please reward him with some pot of beans tonight.
Yeah.
Please. Listen to your elders. And elders will be your what? Your grandma, your
Parents.
your parents, your
Grandpa.
your grandpa, your
Grandma.
your great grandpa, your great grandpa, your uncles and aunties, and friends that are older than you that are wise, okay? Keyword wise. So, that's the moral of the story. I have a gift. Where are the gifts? We'll get them. And thank you all children for joining the story. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes, we did.
Oh, the gifts. Let's get the gifts to you. How many gifts do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. I am sweating. Woo!
Need to cook it.
Yeah.
Raw.
Okay, come and get your gifts. Thank you for being such a good sport and sharing my storytelling this lovely afternoon at the Health and Wellness Reggae Music Festival. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much. Gender. Okay, pink. Check your bags. If it's for a girl, give it to a girl. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm sure we have enough. Nobody should cry, please. We have enough. Okay? No crying. Here you go. Do we have? Okay. All right. Thank you, children, for joining me. Thank you. A round of applause for you all. And I'm sure some mommies and daddies and aunties and uncles were listening. Don't be shy. I know you enjoyed it. I know you enjoyed it. Thank you all for coming. Auntie TJ, thank you so much for joining me. And thank you for inviting me this afternoon. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Oh, okay. Again, my name is Tosinger, Tosinger, and my website is tosinger.com. I'm Tosinger everywhere. If you Google it, Tosinger on Instagram and all social media, and that's it.
Well, you teach storytelling, and tell the family what you do.
Oh, okay. So I do music and creative arts. I have a storytelling channel on YouTube, and I perform. It's called Tales with Tosinger. Tales with Tosinger. Oh yeah. And yes, I'm also part of the African Experience Worldwide show on WRFJ 89.3 FM every Saturday, 11 to 2 p.m. Every Saturday. So yes, that's what I do. Thank you so much.
All right, so this the face behind the voice. You see her here, right here, WRFG. Listen to him again along with Shola each and every Saturday. He just came off the air not too long ago. All right, fam, we're going to get to some music. I see Highlander in the building. And we got Ras Ahmed. So we're going to hear some, of course, music